Market update time. Russell, Nasdaq. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alrighty then, we're gonna have a look at the Russell and the Nasdaq in this market update. First thing, let's go to the weekly chart for the Russell. Russell actually closed below, or closed right on this level, should I say. So for me, guys, Russell's is definitely a tricky one and an interesting one. If I bring up, let me actually just draw this. Let me actually just take this line off through here. I think if you look at this line through here, you know what? Let me just delete that. Delete you. And then we're going to start with another trend line. And let me move this over here. Now this is the weekly Russell here. And we can see that point through there. It's really interesting. Look at the bounce through there. So we almost got that bounce through there. So through there, we had that point through there, that point through there. If we create a parallel trend line, what does that do? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Interesting, right? And if we create another one, what else does that do? Does that do anything? Not really, does it? No. So let's delete that off there. Let's delete that off there. And then you can see that where this overall big long term, you can see from this point through this point through there, that's all I did. And you can see how the market had a lot of problems breaking past this level through here. And you can see that the last point was actually that point through there. So we're at that support there, long term. But for me, guys, looking at this one here and then looking on the daily chart, this is the daily chart, obviously. We can see what's happening through here. We can see the market actually breaking down. Once again, guys, well, should I say, I believe by looking at the Russell, we can see how it's actually had a lot of problems of trying to break past this level through here. This whole level through here, it had a lot of problems, and so it's still having a lot of problems through there as well too. So you can see this whole time it actually resisted there, and even resisted there as well too. So the Russell's actually having a lot of hard time breaking above that level. If we do close above that level, we'll likely get a short rally to the high side. And you can see by looking at, let me have a look here. You can see that level through there as well too. Somewhere around that level there. You can see that we have this ultimate resistance here, this ultimate support, which goes in line with this support level through here as well too. So this is definitely, we're in a bit of a pickle here. Resistance here, support here. We just got to see which one actually breaks first. But if we actually see this thing rally up, we could with the overall markets, we could see a little short-term rally. But if that cannot hold and we get a close below there, then I believe we're likely to start getting that sort of action happening and going down. Maybe not straight down. Maybe we'll get. I've got to be technical with you guys, don't I? Maybe we'll start to get something like that. All right. So that's where we're at right now. We can see that's what's happening short term. And let's have a look at the Nasdaq as well too. Nasty. All right. Let's have a look at the Nasdaq. And on to the Nasdaq. Let's have a look here on the Nasdaq. Let's go to the weekly chart. Now the Nasdaq overall, guys, for me is the weakest overall. The Nasdaq for me, guys, is the weakest overall, and you can see that's actually basically right on that trend line right now. So the Nasdaq actually had the weakest of the week, the weakest week last week. You can see what's happening right here. This was last week's bar. We can see we had this double top formation, 1 week, 2 week rejection through there, and now we're actually starting to head down through here. We do have this overall level of support through here, which is acting as support, but we also have a lot of sort of short-term support where we are right now as well too. Go inside with that, guys. Go inside that we actually definitely have this trend line going up through there as well too. So let me actually just fix that trend line up so we can make that a bit better. So there we go. So you can actually see where the week actually ended right on that trend line. Going to the daily chart now, you can see this market has had a big drop off. And so even with this drop off through here, guys, and you can see we've got this overall area of this support and resistance level. Now where I got that from, guys, you can see that whole area through there where we're at right now, plus this area through here as well too. Man, why am I speaking so fast? Breathe. All right, so the market had a big, the market had a decent drop down through here, and we're at this level of support. So again, guys, I wouldn't be too surprised if we actually did see a little rally to the high side and then maybe a drop to the downside. So again, we just got to wait and see what happens. This week's actually a pretty big week with the whole Brexit and all that sort of stuff. We can actually see that that Janet Yellen last week, when she didn't raise rates, the market actually went down. And so that's actually, things are shifting in the market now. And Janet Yellen, she speaks twice this week. So maybe she's just going to push this market down, down, down. I'm not going to BS you here. Trading is hard. Over my 10 years of trading, I've learned some amazing systems and strategies, and I've put it all in my brand new Grab the Markets by the Balls course. And I'm giving you 100% free access. This whole course is 12 videos long and almost 10 hours of the best systems and strategies that I know. Click on the image below now to get 100% free access right now.